Alright, so Gillian and I have washed our hands, so we're all clean. We keep our hands above our waists so that our hands remain sterile. And we're going to put on our sterile gloves now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our package and we're going to open it up. And I'm going to take the gloves out because the outside of the package is unsterile. So it doesn't really matter that I'm touching the outside. And I'm going to place it down on the table in front of me. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open up this package to expose the gloves with making sure that we're not touching the inside of the package, which is sterile. So the first thing we're going to do is unfold it like so. And we might need to turn it around. Alright, so we're going to open from side to side first, or open it up. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to take the flap that's away from us first and fold that away. And then fold the part that's towards us. With our left hand, we're going to fold the left flap open. And with our right hand, fold the right flap open. And I'm going to kind of pull on it so it stays, so the paper doesn't fold in on itself. Alright, the next step is we're going to put on our gloves. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the inside of the glove of my dominant hand, which is my right hand. So now the inside of the glove of the right glove is now unsterile, and I'm going to place my hand inside of it. Making sure not to touch the outside of the glove. Now with the left glove, I'm going to take the sterile, my sterile right hand, and I'm going to place it under the cuff of the left glove. And then I'm going to insert my left hand in without touching the outside of the left glove. That is how you put on sterile gloves.
Open my glove up. Drop them. Okay, now we're gonna open up, rotate them, making sure the left is on the left and the right is on the right. Open the top flap up, away from us, then open the bottom one towards us, and then open the flaps, making sure not to touch the inside. Then, whatever your dominant hand is, which mine is my right, I'm going to grab and touch the inside of the cuff, making sure I don't touch the outside, and slide my hand in there. Then, to put on the other one, to put on our left glove, we're going to slide our hand underneath the cuff. Now we're touching the outside of the glove without touching the inside. We're going to slide our glove on. And we now keep our hands above our waist and of course stay in this position.
Non-sterile tech, I have the surgical gown. check the date, open the package away from me, and dump the gown on the sterile field.
Alright, I am the sterile technician. So I'm going to be opening the gown and I'm going to be putting it on Gillian here. I'm going to flip over the gown. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open the gown, or the covering of the gown away, making sure that my arms aren't crossing over. Now I'm going to take the gown, unfold it, and I'm going to grab it by the inside corners. And I'm going to allow the drape or the gown to open on its own, so that the inside of the drape is facing Gillian. Okay.
I am the radiologist with my washed hands. I'm going to put my arms into the gown, making sure my fingers do not go out of the gown.
I will Velcro the top of her gown and straighten it. Daniel will take the tail.
Alright, now I'm going to grab the white portion of the tag, which is sterile, and I'm going to hand it off to Joan, who's going to take the blue part, which is unsterile, and she's going to wrap it around and hand off the white portion again to me, where I will detach the tag. And tie the strap for Gillian.
And as we move around the sterile field, make sure that all sterile people face the sterile surface, the sterile field, and all that are not, like Joan, stay to our backs. My sterile gloves. I'm going to do my right hand first, which is my dominant hand. And by doing that, I'm going to take my left hand without removing my fingers from the glove, from the gown, and I'm going to touch only the outside of the glove. Okay, now I'm going to do the left glove. Again, only touching the outside of the glove. And without removing my fingers from the gown, the inside of the gown. Keeping my hands above the waist.
I have the catheter, I'm checking the date, and I will dump it on the sterile field.
Okay, so I'm sterile. So I'm gonna turn it around. I'm gonna open it. One flap to my right, the other flap to my left. Okay. Then I'm gonna pull this flap away from me. Pull the other flap towards me. So once I've taken out all the stuff out, I'm gonna drop some sterile stuff into. So I open away from me and I drop it into the sterile field.
Okay. Okay.
Here's another one.
0.9% solution of sodium chloride.
That's right. Okay. So I gotta pull the air, the amount that I'm gonna be taking out. So I'm gonna do 3 cc's. I'm pushing back in the air and drawing the amount. Okay, and then I'm gonna flick it for any air bubbles. And I'm gonna label this sodium chloride for the saucer, and I'm gonna set it down. Putting the cap first. Action.
All right, I'm going to be demonstrating pouring a fluid into a sterile dish onto a sterile field. So I have my dish on the field, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my unsterile bottle of saline solution, and I'm going to verify with another tech that this is in fact saline solution.
Yes, it is.
All right, so I'm going to uncap the bottle, and I'm going to put the cap of the bottle away from the sterile field, and I'm going to place the unsterile bottle, angle it so that the label is facing up when I pour, so that the excess fluid does not run over the label and cause the ink to smear or cause any outside contamination. And I'm also going to pour so that the least amount of surface area is over the sterile field. And I'm going to pour it about 6 inches above the bowl. All right, and that is how you pour fluid onto a sterile field.
Okay, so after the procedure, we're gonna pick up and put the sharps in the sharp container. And the trash in the trash, everything that hasn't